Imagine being a kid with nothing. No home, no mom, barely a future, and then waking up one day in a mansion with Madonna as your mom. Sounds like a movie, right? Well, that's the real-life story of David Banda. 16 years ago, this little boy from a tiny village in Malawi caught the eye of the Queen of Pop, and his life flipped upside down. But what's he up to now, at 19? Is he chasing fame, kicking soccer balls, or something totally unexpected? Stick around, because we're diving into every twist and turn of David's journey, from an orphanage crib to the global stage. You won't believe where he's at today. From an orphaned boy struggling to survive malaria and pneumonia, David Banda has lived a completely different life ever since he was adopted by millionaire Madonna. Madonna Louise Chacon is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. She is one of the most influential figures in popular culture and is often hailed as the Queen of Pop. At 66 years old, Madonna's net worth is estimated at $850 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth. The American music icon has a history of adopting children from difficult circumstances, giving them a loving home filled with joy and warmth. Among them, the one who has drawn the most public attention is David Banda Mwale Chakone Richie, born in 2005 in the village of Lupunga, Western Malawi, Africa, whom the pop superstar adopted 19 years ago. Let's rewind to 2006. Madonna's ruling the charts, selling out stadiums, and basically owning pop culture. But behind the glitz, she's got her eyes on something bigger, helping kids in Malawi, one of the poorest corners of the world. Through her charity, Raising Malawi, she visits an orphanage called Home of Hope, and that's where she meets David Banda. Born September 24, 2005, this frail one-year-old had already been through more than most of us could imagine. His mom passed away weeks after his birth, and his dad, Yohani Banda, a struggling farmer, couldn't keep him. So David lands in the orphanage, battling pneumonia and clinging to survival with almost no resources. Madonna sees him, sick, vulnerable, but somehow sparking something in her. She decides right then, this kid's coming home with me. That choice kicked off a whirlwind she never saw coming. Malawi didn't have clear adoption laws for foreigners, and soon Madonna was tangled in red tape and controversy. Critics accused her of bending rules with her star power, while others questioned if she was just chasing headlines. Despite the noise, she pushed forward, backed by Yohane's support, and after 2 gritty years, David officially became her son in 2008. Madonna recalled in an interview with The People, "At the time, every newspaper was saying I had kidnapped him. I even cried myself to sleep. All I was trying to do was save a child's life. Why did people have such a distorted view of me?" In the end, the American millionaire had to publicly address her decision to adopt Banda. This immediately drew widespread public attention, and that year, The Guardian even called him the most famous baby in the world in one of their articles. Picture this. One day you're in a cramped orphanage, the next, you're in a mansion with a superstar mom. That's David's new reality. He joins Madonna's crew, her bio kids, Lourdes and Rocco, plus later Mercy James from Malawi and twins Stella and Estere. It's a big, blended family, and David fits right in. Lourdes plays big sister, Rocco's his partner in crime, and Mercy gets him like no one else, sharing that Malawi bond. But being Madonna's kid isn't all private jets and red carpets, though there's plenty of that. David's life quickly became a balancing act between fame and normalcy. He's tagging along to glitzy events, think fashion shows, charity nights, and mom's sold-out gigs, while cameras flash non-stop. Madonna, though, keeps him grounded. She enrolls him in elite international schools, where he's not just hitting the books, but discovering who he wants to be, all under the watchful eye of the world. Madonna's family life is always vibrant and full of color, often shared on her personal social media. The bond between family members is incredibly close and harmonious. In the videos she posts, her son David Banda is one of the people closest to her. He frequently showcases his dance talent in the kitchen, joyfully dancing alongside his mother and siblings. Banda is a constant presence by Madonna's side, attending both everyday outings and major events, proving he has what it takes to follow in his famous mother's footsteps. The pop icon often shares heartfelt birthday posts, expressing her gratitude for her son. When Banda performed in She Kills Monsters at the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts, Madonna was there in person, watching proudly and fully supporting him. Beyond his musical talents, Banda is also an athlete and has played soccer at the college level. Fast forward a bit, and David's got a new obsession: soccer. As a kid, he's out there kicking balls with friends, and it's clear he's got skills. Not just playground stuff, but real talent. Madonna clocks it and goes all in. She's not just cheering from the sidelines, she's making moves. Literally. In 2017, she uproots the family to Lisbon, Portugal, a soccer paradise where legends like Cristiano Ronaldo got their start. Why? To get David into the Benfica Youth Academy, one of Europe's best training grounds for young players. At Benfica, David's not messing around. He's training with pro coaches, sharpening his game, and holding his own among top-tier talent. That move to Portugal turned his hobby into a serious shot at the big leagues. Madonna's right there with him, showing up at practices, talking strategy with coaches, and hyping him up online. The press starts calling her Soccer Mom Madonna, a title she wears proudly. But the spotlight's a double-edged sword. Every play gets dissected, and David's gotta prove he's more than a famous kid with a ball. Now, Madonna's big on keeping David tied to Malawi. She's not about erasing where he came from, she wants him to own it. In 2016, when he's 10, they head back to his village, Liunga. It's a homecoming straight out of a storybook. The community's buzzing, dancing, singing, welcoming their long-lost son. David meets his dad, Johann, again, who's over the moon introducing him to his younger siblings. That visit wasn't just a trip, it was a bridge to his past. Johann, once skeptical about Madonna's flashy life, sees the love she's poured into David and relaxes. He gushes about his humble, good son, confident he's in the right hands, with roots still deep in Malawi soil. So, where's David now? It's March 2025, he's 19, and he's stepping out of Madonna's shadow. Soccer's still in the mix, but he's branching out. Fashion's his new playground. He's rocking bold fits, like the Adidas dress Madonna wore back in the 90s, and killing it. In 2024, he struts his stuff on the runway at Off-White's New York Fashion Week show, turning heads with a plaid vest and flip-flops. The crowd? Camila Cabello, Issa Rae, Olympic stars, big names watching him shine. Then there's music. After rocking guitar and dance moves on Madonna's celebration tour, he's launched online guitar classes, $200 an hour, 5 sessions for $1,000. He's not just riding mom's coattails, he's building his own lane. From beginners to rock gods, let's jam, he posts on Instagram, and fans are all in. Madonna's over the moon, telling Jimmy Fallon he's got her flair and might just steal the spotlight. The media's relentless, though. Some credit his wins to her fame, but David's work ethic shuts that down as he juggles sports, style, and sound. From a sick kid in Malawi to a multi-talented 19-year-old, David Banda's story is wild. Madonna gave him a shot, but he's making it his own. One goal, one chord, one runway at a time. What do you think? Does he take after her more than her other kids, like she says? Drop your thoughts below, and if you loved this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got more stories like this coming your way. See you in the video one.